Hi everyone, this is Ravi. Welcome to Katalon automation tutorial. I have already published 23 YouTube videos covering different concepts of Katalon automation tool. So this is our lesson 24 where I'm going to talk more about the BDD Cucumber framework and automating your manual tests by using BDD Cucumber framework in Katalon automation tool. As you know, I've already published part 1 of BDD Cucumber framework where I have introduced you to the BDD Cucumber framework and how you can create feature files and step definitions by using Katalon. So this is our part 2 of BDD Cucumber framework and automating your manual tests by using BDD Cucumber framework using Katalon tool. Please do subscribe to the channel, click on bell icon, you'll receive notifications whenever I publish more videos. Okay, so what is our agenda item? So in the previous session, I have already told you how can we create feature file and how can we create the step definitions for the feature file. So I have showed an example, very simple example, like by using println commands. Basically, we have printed some text on the command prompt or printed some text on the console, right, by using feature files. So in this session, we are going to update the same feature file in include folder of Katalon to automate the actual test cases by using a sample website. Okay, and then we are going to create step definitions for feature file, and then we are going to run the feature files, and also we are going to create test case, and we are going to run the feature file by using Cucumber keywords, right? And also we are going to create TestSuite to run the Cucumber file or Cucumber feature file, whatever we created, and then we are going to analyze the test results. So now let's jump onto the system and see how can we automate the actual test cases by using BDD Cucumber framework in Katalon. Tricentis is a software testing company headquartered in Austin, Texas. It provides software testing automation and software quality assurance products like Neoload performance testing tool, Tricentis Tasker automation tool, etc. Tricentis is expanding its learning communities and just launched a new community called ShiftSync. So ShiftSync is a space for developers, testers, and DevOps specialists to easily share the knowledge, connect with like-minded people, and enhance quality in the development process with valuable content, user forums, and industry experts' contribution. ShiftSync offers an engaging space for professionals to connect and learn. So join ShiftSync today by using the link provided in the description. Okay, so in our previous class, what we did, we have created a login feature, right? Where we wrote the Gherkin language like given user navigates to login page when user clicks on, user enters username, password, and click in button, right? Click on button, and then user navigates to registration page. Basically, we try to create a feature file with a scenario of login page, and also we have parameterized the username and password. So for this feature file we have created step definition in here under script login steps, right? So what kind of step definition we created? We created step definition for each step for the scenario, correct? Given user navigates to login page. So for that we have created given user navigates to login page. But only thing is we have not actually wrote the code to invoke browser. But what we did is actually we just created println commands. So once code enters here, it prints the text in the console, and once code enters here, it prints the text in the console, right? So successfully we have completed creating step definitions for feature file, right? But only thing, we have used only println. Okay, so in this session I'm going to show you actual example where we are going to automate the login function. Okay, actual login function of our demo web shop. Okay, let's go to demo web shop. So this is what, so I'm going to click on login, and then we need to enter username, password. First you will be entering valid username and valid password. So once you hit login, so you need to verify we logged into this particular page, and then log out, and now again login with invalid credentials. So that's what we are going to do. Okay, so now let us automate this login function, and then once logged in, user needs to land onto the shopping panel. Okay, so now let's go back here. So for that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new test case. See, till now we have not created test case, we just created feature file and then we created step definition. Okay, so in this session I'm going to create one new test case to just record our test case, whatever we would like to automate. Okay, new test case, I'm going to name this as login underscore test. Okay, click OK, and then so here I want to record my web. Okay, so before that I want to copy the URL. Okay, let's copy the URL, demo web shop URL. Okay, copy, close this. So here now let's start the recording web by using this web recording. Okay, click here, initializing the recorder, and this is my URL, correct URL, correct. And then I'm going to hit record by using Chrome, right? Hit record. So now it is recording. It's going to open your URL. I'm going to simply click on login. I'm going to provide my username, and then I'm going to provide password. Once you log in, I want to click on like electronics. I want to make sure this particular button is link is available once I log in. Okay, I'm gonna, or this link. Once you log in, Ravi Reddy for QA Gmail, your profile link should be available. Just click on this. That's it. Now let's log out and close the browser and stop it. Okay, it stopped. Now I want to, if you see expand, it logged, I mean it actually logged each and every action that we performed, correct? So now let's save the script, and here I'm going to create a new folder, login test. Okay, I'm storing all the controls into a new folder called login test. Click OK. Done. So now this is my, see, this is my test that I recorded just now. Okay, so if you go to your script mode, you can see all the scripting, corresponding scripting. Okay, open browser, navigate to URL, and then click on your login button, login link, and then enter your username, enter password, right? And then you are clicking on login button, and then you are verifying the Ravi my profile link and logging out and close browser. Okay, so now let's go back to our feature file. So here this is my feature file and this is my step definition. Okay, so I would recommend you guys to please visit my previous video before you watch this session, because both are interdependent. Okay, so now here what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open the login test that just now I recorded. Okay, what is my first step? My first step is navigate to login page, right? Here what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy whatever I recorded, open browser, and then navigate to the URL. I'm going to copy from the test case just now I recorded, okay? And then I'm going to paste that into my first step definition. And what is my second step definition? Entering username password. So let's go back to the test case and then let's copy this login also. Okay, what I'm going to do here, you navigated and then click on login, right? And here enter your username and password, right? So what I'm going to do, let's go back to login test, copy this, entering the username, entering the password, copy and paste it here and click on login. So for click on login, another step definition, okay? User click done. I'm going to copy click on login script, copy and then paste it here. I'm not deleting the println commands because just I want to make sure I can verify the same in console, okay? Again, so let's go back to login test and now here verify. So before actually making change, I want to make one small change here, okay? I'm clicking on my profile, right? Instead of clicking on profile, what I want to do, I want to change this as verify. Okay, what I'm going to do, verify element presents. Okay, I want to verify if that link presents or not. Okay, verify element present. What link? My profile link. Okay, verify element present. Okay, I changed it. Let's go back here. Now copy that code, corresponding code. What I'm doing, see here, web UI verify element present. Copy this. Let's go back here. So user is navigated to registration page, right? How can you do that? By verifying if that particular profile link is available once he logs in. Done. And then also I want to close the browser. Sorry, I want to log out and close the browser. Copy, paste here. Okay. Okay. So here that is done. Okay, let's save this. Okay, let's save this first. So one small change what we need to do is, if you see here, I have provided my username and password right here, but we defined this function by passing two parameters called username password. So here instead of let me copy this username because we parameterized. So I want to make sure that in login feature I'm going to enter the username, valid username, and then I'm going to enter the password. What is the password? So encrypted format. So this is my encrypted format password. Copy this, paste it here. Okay, how can you encrypt password? You have another thing here. Okay, if you go to help, encrypt test. Okay, let's say my password is just password. See, you can directly copy this encrypted format and paste it here. Okay, let's put this invalid for invalid. Okay, and here I want to pass second set of username and this is my password. Okay, save this. Okay, so here instead of hard coding the username, I want to pass this username, right? Copy, paste it here, and then pass the password. This is password. Done. So that means, okay, so this is done. Now save this. So let's run this feature file with this time. What happens, we'll see. Okay, let's run this feature file. So now it should open your actual Chrome browser now, because we are not passing any println commands. I mean, we are not only passing println commands, but we are actually invoking the browser, right? We are interacting with the browser. See, it opened the browser. It then click on login. It should click on login, right? It entered your first email, which is valid email. Login, log out and close. Now it should open another time the browser, and now it should provide your invalid login. That's why it's going to fail the test case. So this test case will be failed. So it failed. See, it failed. So this test case got failed. Okay, that's okay. So if you see here, let's analyze the result here. Okay, my first set. Okay, if you see here, my first set is open the URL first and then entered the email. What email? It entered this one, which is valid email, and then it entered the password, which is valid password. And here, see, it is validating. Clicked on login, and then see object present or not. See this link, Ravi Reddy for QA Gmail present, and then log out, close browser, right? Now here if you see, second test case, it opened and everything done. Once it enters the username and password, click on login. Now the verification is failed because the whatever the credentials that we entered are wrong. Okay, so this is how you can automate this. Okay, now what we did, we directly ran this particular feature file. So we have not created any test case. So how can you create test cases for Cucumber feature files, for Cucumber framework? So let's do that. Okay, so here again, go to test case again, right click on new and select test case. So this time I'm going to make it as login underscore Cucumber. So I'm creating Cucumber test cases. Okay, for feature files, whatever I wrote, I'm creating test cases. So this is my empty test case. Now here, if you go to your keyword browser, go to built-in keywords, and here there is a section called Cucumber keywords. If you expand this, you have a general bucket. Under general bucket, you can see run feature file with tags, run feature folder with tags, run with Cucumber runner. So I'm going to cover run feature file and run feature folder in this particular session, but running with Cucumber runner I'm going to cover in the next session. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to drag this and drop it here. So you can do this way, or you can directly add from here. Add Cucumber keywords and then expand Cucumber keywords, run with feature folder, right? So you can do both the ways. So let me delete this first step, second step. So run with feature file. What is the feature file that I want to run? So this one. So now you can just right click here and copy ID and open this particular step. Here you need to provide the value, whatever the ID we copied from the feature file. Paste that particular copy ID and click OK. So now let me run the test case. So this is my test case, right? Login Cucumber. I'm in test case now. Now you can simply click on run. Now it runs the test case by calling the feature file. See, it is running. It opened your browser. Now it's going to provide the valid credentials. So the test case will be passed. Logout, done. Now again it opens the browser. Now it's invalid credentials. Now test case will be failed. See, now it failed the test case. Okay, so let's close this again now. So if you see, everything is successful. Okay, so now let us create TestSuite and then let us run our Cucumber feature files by using TestSuite. Right click here, click on new and select TestSuite smoke test underscore cucumber. Okay, click OK, and here I wanna add test cases to the TestSuite. Click on add, and what is my test case? This is my cucumber test case, correct? Select that and click OK. Done. Now I can run my test cases here, TestSuite. Or before that, let me also tell you one more thing. Okay, let's go back to test case. Here we ran with the feature file, right? Now I want to run with feature folder. Okay, so let's go back here again. Here I'm gonna drag and drop run feature folder. Okay, so that means if I provide, so here this is my feature folder, right? Features folder. Whenever I run this, it's going to run all the feature files. Let's say under this folder, if you create login and then registration or shopping cart, right? How many number of feature files you create, those many number of feature files is going to run by using this command. Okay. So now here, I'm going to take the ID of my folder, not the feature file. Okay. Copy the ID and provide your ID here. Click OK. So here I want to disable this. Let's see. Okay, I think I have to upgrade. That's okay. So now let's delete this now. Okay, the first one. So now I am running, I created a test case based on feature folder. So it's going to run all the feature files that are available in this particular folder. So let's run this again. So it should open your browser. It should run login function twice with valid credentials and invalid credentials. So if you have multiple feature files in this folder, then it's gonna run multiple feature files. So this is your invalid credential, right? So it's gonna fail your test. Okay, so let's stop this now. I think it's already failed. Okay, done. So now let's go back to TestSuite again. So we already created one TestSuite called smoke test cucumber, and I added the test case, right? Already I added that. Let me again do that. Okay, let's delete this. Now let's add the test case again because we modified the test case, right? Login cucumber, and here let's run this TestSuite. Now what is the advantage of TestSuite? So when I run the TestSuite, you can see the reports. Your reports will be published. Okay, let me run this. Okay, now so it's going to perform the same activity. It's going to run the same test cases, the same test case with valid credentials, invalid credentials. Yes, it is running with valid credentials now. Now let me show you how can we analyze the test results. Okay. So it's going to fail your test case. Now we will see how to analyze the reports, because the advantage of running TestSuite is you can see the test reports in HTML format and different formats. Okay, so this is failed now. Okay, so if you see here now, I think it is still uploading the report. If you see, it is uploading the report because you ran with the TestSuite. Okay, let's go back to, if you see here under reports, expand this. Now I can see a new folder, right? Open this smoke test cucumber, right? This is our TestSuite that we ran. This is our report. Double click here. I think, yeah, anyway, so right click here and go to open containing folder. Open containing folder. If you go to the corresponding folder, this is the report. Okay,
You can see the report in Excel format. Let's open the Excel format report first. See, if you see here, okay, number of test cases. One test case we ran twice, right? One test case we ran twice. Failed, failed. One test case is failed. Okay, let's close this again now. Let's close this. Now let me open this HTML report now. So if you open this, it is very detailed HTML report you can find. Okay, here, open this. Test steps. See here. So here, for the first iteration, it is passed. Correct? But for the second iteration, so if you see here in detail, you can see. First, here, I have set login credential as this one and password and clicked on login, and here this profile link is present and clicked on logout, close the browser, right? And then for second set, it entered all the credentials here. See, it entered the email, new email chandu@gmail.com, entered password, login, click on login. Then it throwed error because the element is not present. Okay, see, it took the screenshot also. I can see the screenshot where it failed because I provided invalid credentials. I throwed an error. Simple. So that's why if you see, this is not present. Unable to verify the object of my my profile link. Correct? So done. So this much detailed report you will get, including the screenshots. You can expand and can do this way also, right? So this is the advantage of your TestSuite running, where you can analyze the reports also. Okay, so hope you all understand how can you define your feature files. Very basic functionality. Okay, how can you define your feature files by using Gherkin language, and then how can you define step definition for each step in the scenario, right? Yeah, this is first step is this given when user navigates to login, when enters username password, and then click login button, and then navigate to registration page and validates this, right? And close the browser. So we completed creating step definition for the login function. Okay, so hope you all understand. If you have any queries, leave your queries in the comment box. I'll try to respond to your queries.
Hope you all understand the concepts of BDD Cucumber framework by using Katalon automation tool as part of part 2 of BDD Cucumber framework lesson. Please do subscribe to the channel, click on bell icon. You'll receive notifications whenever I publish more videos. Thank you.